You know what we should watch? The most Reddit video ever. Why everyone hates Gwen? Oh, this is gonna be a good watch.
Notably female champions who developed a reputation for being the most
Female!
powerful and
Hey, I didn't know Vars is like one of us, bro. Female.
feared in the game due to up and top lane. There's a quartet of champions, notably female champions, who developed a reputation for being the most powerful and feared in the game due to their consistently high presence and usually win rate no matter what the circumstances. At any given point in time during any given meta for any given reason, at least two of them would have a dominant presence, if not all four. Their combination of speed, damage, self-sufficiency, and snowball potential contributed to the notoriety they've garnered over all these years. The end result being one particular sentiment the player base has towards them, our immense hatred for them. That would be the infamous four horsewomen of top lane, Riven, Fiora, Irelia, and Camille. Any top laner worth their salt must be prepared to take on all four of them if they have any aspirations of climbing on account of how frequently you
I can take four of them, bro, at once.
run into them. Now, while their positions have been solidified,
I could take them.
There's one other champion, fittingly also female, who ever since her release was the target of scrutiny for possessing similar, if not identical traits to the horsewoman, Gwen. Like Fiora, Camille, Riven, and Irelia, Gwen's considered a high carry potential champion owing to her profile of attributes that lend itself to such a task. She's been a regular staple in the metagame ever since her release in 2021, but due to a number of factors, Gwen wasn't quite able to compete in status with the four horsewomen, yet players always kept her in the back of their mind as a potential honorary member. Over the past month or so, following a mini rework, Gwen's been tearing through the rift in not just top lane but also jungle, being arguably the most dominant she's ever been even when compared to her maiden voyage.
Yeah, because Riot was like, okay, we have Gwen. Her identity. She's a character that is super weak early game, but she's quite lily able to 1v5 enemy teams late game. We're gonna balance her out. Her E is gonna be zero, it's gonna be really high cooldown early game. It's gonna deal 0 damage. Her ult is gonna have 0 slow. Her fucking Q will require stacking to even like trade back. And her W is gonna be really high mana cost and really high cooldown. So her weakness is early game, mid, and then late game she scales. So what does Riot do when reworking her? Okay, we are gonna keep her cancer broken late game. We are gonna keep her cancer broken late game. And what we are gonna do? Oh, what are we gonna do? We are gonna remove her weakness. We are gonna give Gwen early game strength. We are gonna make her strong early game. So, what is her weakness now? We have a character that is broken early game, she's fine mid game, and she's broken late game. What? She breaks win ratio on top and jungle and even mid lane? Who could have thought that? Anyways.
This is led her to receive one of the
But yeah, that's a Riot rework right there. Like, Riot when reworking, they don't rework, they just buff. Yali, thank you.
spam rates in the game, once again calling into question if now she might be as good as the four horsewomen, if not even more so. In today's episode of Why Everyone Hates, we'll be looking at Gwen to see what's been all the rage with her this past month. The 2 engineers meme, where Riot would repeatedly make champions with questionably overloaded kits that allowed them to do so much with almost no room for recourse from the opposing team. Gwen was no exception. Though backlash towards her right now is at a fever pitch, she was always disliked ever since her release. Skirmishers are one of the most controversial archetypes in League for being the supposed 1v9 class, and Gwen had to have these.
Bro, that E range is did you know Gwen used to have like fucking 300 range on her E? Like her auto attacks would be like 300 range. It was very wholesome time.
Been one of the most overloaded members even to this day, so it's unsurprising for her to have been a mainstay in top lane all this time. Her kit just makes it impossible for her to not be a threat to a group of champions or two. It's hard to
Fine, I'll make the volume higher. I can make it higher.
say whether she was.
Bro, those guys don't know. Gwen, level 1, used to be Darius, Olaf, Trundle. What Gwens would do, Gwens would start with Doran's Blade. They go to the top lane bush, level 1. If you try to fucking contest her, bro, oh my god, man. Bro, she used to shit on everyone level 1, like it wasn't even close. She would just go ignite TP, sit in this bush, you walk to lane, you either lose 80% of your health or you lose the XP. Back to the Redditor video.
When she first came out, or she's at her strongest today, because present day Gwen has a different scaling philosophy. But I think we should start with their initial iteration to establish why people hated her to begin with. The running issue of 200 years at the time originated from new releases not only having abilities that could do a billion things at once, but could increase the champion's pressure in ways that could not be responded to by conventional means, or had aspects that completely negated a certain form of universal counterplay. In the case of Viego, for example, he could turn enemies against them and had resets on an AoE execute that served as a dash. Samira could destroy projectiles all around her on command. Yone is a piece of shit. Gwen was no different in this department.
Bro, this guy hates Yone. Anytime he says the word Yone, bro, like he just, like his entire face turns red. According to Vars, Yone is the worst design in the game.
She may have actually been the worst defender of them all.
Bro, let me think. I knew a character that is worst design in the game, but I fucking forgot. It was one of the recent ones. Belvet! Belvet is by far most cringe, worst design character in the entire game. Belvet is by far worst. Nothing comes even close, bro. I would take 10 Yones, like, I don't know, 10 Yones on crack at most broken state than Belvet at her weakest. Belvet is the worst, absolutely the worst. Even worse than Yumi, worse than Reworks Karner. Belvet, if you're any, like, is just a character. There is no character that turns the game so cringe. First of all, 4 dashes that all have terrain scaling if she has 4. Hard CC on low cooldown, 0 mana, and she has a built-in Kale ult. Like, bro, let's be honest. Like, when Belvet presses E because she keeps life stealing, your health bar is not going down. When Belvet presses E, she's immortal, by the way. And the best part is, you can't cancel it with CC anyway. She just keeps getting the damage reduction. And don't get me started on her getting her fucking Herald or Grabs form. Like, she was already a problem. She was already cringe. Then they added the Void Grabs, so she can get her cringe form even easier. And then they made the Herald way easier to take. I hate Belvet, cringiest character in the game. I absolutely despise it. I wish it was removed.
To start, Gwen's passive would cause all basic attacks and the 2 damaging
Top model,
abilities
thank
to
you.
an ultimate to deal % max health damage, automatically making her a tank buster since while most champions only had one source of % health damage, Gwen had multiple. Then, it would also heal her for a portion of the damage dealt. So not only was she a threat against champions with a ton of bulk, but she had a mini Trundle ultimate causing her to become bulky as well. At the height of her passive's healing, a single full power Q against a super tank like Mundo or Sana could heal her for upwards of 400 HP late game, considering her passive by that point would do around 4% per hit, times 6 from her Q.
Yes, and Belvet, like, it's way worse now, but do you remember when every Belvet would Raptor cheese you? Oh my god, bro. You would think Belvet, like, this is why I hate Kindred and Belvet, right? You have those characters that are completely cracked cocaine, like late game, insanely obnoxious, insanely snowbally characters, but they are supposed to be weak early game, and then what do? Kindred goes red buff, hops over the wall, invades you on your blue buff. There is not a single jungler in the game that can 1v1 her at level 2. Then there is Belvet, who starts your fucking Raptors, and if you dare contest her level 2, she has a built-in execute that also is a Kale ult, and life steals her. Amazing, bro.
Q. Essentially, every single Q proc late game was the same as Trundle's ultimate life drain on a target minus the armor and magic resist. Although bear in mind, it was also AoE, so when Gwen used Q on multiple champions in the center, she could heal for tons late game while simultaneously wasting her.
Like, please name me one jungler level 2 that is busy doing their fucking Grom that can, like, fuck it, even anticipate her. Like, let's assume you're waiting in the bush, bro. Let's assume you're waiting in the bush next to blue buff. Name me one jungler that can actually contest Kindred level 2. Please, I will wait. Assuming the fucking Kindred is semi-human. She just dodges Q of Alicin and he's handless. Shaco! Yes, Shaco, bro. Belvet. Belvet will be busy stealing her Raptors, bro. Belvet will just cheese the Kindred on Raptors. Doesn't matter.
Your health bar. That was one major distinction out of many between Gwen and the 4 horsewomen. Fiora, Camille, and Irelia could do incredible DPS that for the most part could not be itemized against effectively. However, it was only against one target. Riven could do tons of AoE damage, but she was highly susceptible to armor given she has no tank busting qualities whatsoever. Gwen, on the other hand, had the best of both worlds, given she has no
What is the tank busting of Irelia exactly? Can you tell me, Mr. Vars? Her magic damage and fucking Bork? That's not even, like, Bork isn't even tank buster.
Tank busting qualities whatsoever. Gwen, on the other hand, had the best of both worlds. She could do true damage and % health damage in a fairly generous AoE. The longer the game went on, the harder it would be for you to face tank Gwen.
Irelia passive doesn't deal max health damage, bro. Deals flat, look. Not even much, lol.
As a matter of fact, building defense against Gwen was a bad idea since her health would just go to her, making her even tankier. That's why Riot's normally conservative when it comes to adding healing based on percent health damage, because you have extremely little, if any, ways to counter it. If you don't build tank, you would get one-shotted, but if you do build tank, you would survive a bit longer, but it would just give her more healing. It doesn't help that the majority of top laners often build items that supplement their max health, making Gwen one of the most difficult champions to fight late game. This aspect of the champion establishes a running theme of the entire video. Gwen backs you into a corner where you lose no matter what you do. The other means of dealing with a skirmisher is by taking advantage of their need to be up close. While they often do have the means to gap close, compared to divers who can jump on you from a far distance, skirmishers have short-range burst movement options. Despite being an AoE attacker and having extended reach with their
Why haven't you donated $3 to Wikipedia? Over my dead body, bro, I'm giving them $3. You're an inflated action one trick? Real!
Captain Alex.
Nice, good job. Nice, good job, bot lane.
He does not listen to bad news. And the ruined king. Not yet. Just watch.
24, so he didn't do the crab yet.
Rip her from the jaws of death. Fate cannot stop me. I am already a monster. He does not listen to bad news. We love you, we love you. You got that, Bruce Lee.
Can anything defeat the Burger King? No. It's too strong. I'm glad I went this buy, because if I went the Trinity Force buy, right, I would legit not have enough to kill him there. Oh, what is this Skibidi doing, bro? He's puffing away from Dragon. And I took his Raptors, bro. What is this puffing, man? Now I get level 6, okay, so I can contest Dragon. After Dragon, I should be able to just fucking take over the map. I wanna keep Smite for Dragon for sure.
Captain Alex.
Holy shove this!
Stop the reactions.
I think now I cooked. If he's smart, he takes my blue and my crab. That play was kinda bad because it ruined tempo. Like, we got a kill, but the tempo is fucking atrocious now. It's okay because he's an out-of-field jungler, so this guy has fucking no idea what to do.
He just wants to be alone. We focus on vengeance.
He didn't even take the... He went... God, what the fuck?
And I shall be ruined. The tiger is in the cage.
Again!
Mission vengeance.
Like, how? Like, where is my mid? Where is my top? Where is anyone? Fuck, that sucks. Haha! Bouncy! Goodbye. LR fans trying to accumulate 2 brain cells. It's very hard for them. Guys, you died in a game? Haha, you're just like the boss, what the fuck?
She was the star.
You're kidding me, like me trying to like walk and dodge it, I clicked on a minion, started auto-attacking it, and that made me take it. Now that's fucking unlucky. Bro, this Kha'Zix is so clueless, it's so funny playing jungle versus him. What did my mid laner lose all of her health to, bro? Fuck, I forgot the spell to like move fast.
The tiger is in the cage. Yes, to watch.
Tiamat Kha'Zix, bro, he's going profane. He's really stupid. Like, I basically have 2 jungles, bro. Like, it's so easy to play. It's crazy. The guy is completely sprinting it. Don't know which Viego build I like more, the Trinity one or this one.
Rapid action. Captain Alex.
Bro, this Quay is pissing me off. You shouldn't smite this early as Viego, because your Q is current health. Like the passive, so I'm really ending by smiting so early. I don't know, enemy top laner and mid are just running around trying to deny me camps. Which is very silly. Did you try Titanic first? I don't like it.
Captain Alex.
Again, I smited too early. It's not that bad with Kraken because Kraken deals missing health. Problem? I thought the W would save me from Shen. I should have just eat onto the Genie, one-shot him and then got another one. Oh, does he just ignore it or what? Or was it just like E? I think it's E.
The tiger is in the cage.
No. This guy refuses to just steal my entire jungle. He just takes the Gromp and calls it a fucking day. It's crazy. Okay, we are giving away a lot of objective bounties, bro. Crazy.
Feature Emmy on the microphone.
I smited the fucking shit!
This is serious. DJ Emmy on the microphone.
Generational blunder almost there, holy shit. I meant to press this. Like actual BM smite. Here comes the outplay.
Captain Alex.
Almost!
DJ Emmy on the microphone. I'm very on.
Got gauge now. This game is GG. Get him.
Yes, to watch.
La cucaracha, bro.
Southern Hemisphere.
4.
The tiger is in the cage. Let me stop the reactions. I've never seen a word. Captain Bruce Lee. Master.
Good job, bot lane. Nice! We are a rare positive LP stream, bro. Go again, bro. I still have a support role to fucking play.